The Meddlesome Meeples present the Quest Report with Matt and Richard.
When you look at it, the artwork on it and everything, and a lot of the symbols are basically ripped straight from the other Firefly game, which is produced also by Gale Force 9.
Makes it easier because it's incredibly similar.
You already know half of what you need to know when you're looking at things with
It's like the same thing but on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cooperative. There isn't any kind of traitor element. This is a straight-out cooperative game.
It's not meant to be a traitor element. If
No.
there is, then you're doing it wrong.
Sometimes you have to keep an eye on Jane.
Yeah.
You do have to keep an eye on
He
Jane.
just gets over enthusiastic. Yeah, the little
The buildings,
boxes
yeah.
in the game to like hold all the little miniatures and tokens and stuff. They are all the rooms. You put
Yeah.
them out.
What's interesting as well in this is the mechanic of time. As you've got a time track, everyone's got a little token that goes along the time track, and you've got a finite amount of time to complete your mission and get out. And everything you do is going to use up a portion of time. Now, you can, on both sides, as you can see if you look at the heroic cards, both of them are a different set of skills, different amounts of time. Some of them will allow you different kind of movement speeds as well. Combat-wise, combat in the game is predominant, isn't it? The scenarios we've played, there's been a lot of combat as we've gone around. It's not all combat because we've also been using our skills to, say, crack computers and hack things.
Yeah, but what happens is that at a certain point in the mission, something unexpected will happen, and that involves rolling a die.
Yeah.
To find out what that thing is going to be.
The way the missions go, they are individual scenarios. There is a campaign in this, but it's very loose, isn't it? It's basically you string 3 different scenarios together, and if at the end of that you and your crew have accumulated $10,000, you've won that, or 10,000 credits, then you've won the campaign.
Yeah, and you need to pay 500 in between to keep your ship flying.
And you need to get intel for your next mission,
an intel. Yeah.
I say it's loose, but it is fun.
It felt like we were acting as a team, and it felt like what we were doing mattered.
I mean, one of the things in a lot of skirmish games that I think puts people off is things like line of sight. In this, it's very, very simple to work out.
It was easy to learn, but it still felt a bit difficult to actually do the mission.
And also, because everyone's got different skills and abilities, we're trying to work out where we're all going to enter the board, which part of the mission we're all going to tackle.
Yes.
In this as well, whenever you engage in combat, it's very easy to take a wound yourself. So you have to kind of, even though there's times where it's combat heavy, you kind of have to work out exactly when to engage in that combat.
Yes.
Which characters are going to engage in that combat. Everyone's got a unique set of abilities.
They're so different to each
working
other.
out which ones are going to be best to tackle which problems is part of what makes the game fun. And then trying to work out again, right, if I do this action, that goon's going to get to go next, which means I've got to then take this into account. And again, that's another thing that makes the game interesting.
But it's if you know Firefly anyway, and chances are that if you've got this game, then you do. It's so easy to know which character should do what. So you're never going to have Jane hacking into stuff or Kaylee fighting. It's you automatically know who you want to do which thing, and so it's not like there's loads of mechanics to learn.
No. Do you feel that somebody who didn't know the theme would enjoy this game?
I think they would quite quickly get into the idea of like space cowboys and stuff. It's quite an easy thing to like, so I think they would find it a little bit more difficult maybe, but I think they would enjoy it, being part of a team and pulling off a heist. It's just a very interesting thing to get to do. Yeah,
easy to learn, easy to teach. We had it out and going within a few minutes, didn't we?
Yeah, I took this one home, didn't I, and read the rules, and then I briefly explained it to you and Heather, and then we just played it. Yeah, it was great. It was easy. Yeah.
So, this one, are you recommending this one, Richard?
Definitely, yes, I am recommending it.
Me too. It's not a particularly deep game, but it is a fun game, and there is plenty to think about when you're taking your actions and how you're going to play your style. So I am totally going to recommend this one, whether or not you are a fan of Firefly. I think this is worth checking out.
Definitely. And you should be a fan of Firefly.
Okay. And remember, aim to misbehave.
Farewell, Quester. To find out about other productions by the Meddlesome Meeples, then check out our channel or rendezvous with us at meddlesomemeeples.com. Until next time, Quester, farewell, and keep thine axe sharp.